Welcome back to another quick and dirty rebuild. This time around it's going to be the Jacksonville Jaguars. I have loaded in a roster file with all of the trades, free agency changes from the 19th of April 2022. This is where we are in real time right now. And I have simmed the game to the off season of the 2021 season. We are now in free agency week 1. Why did I pick the Jacksonville Jaguars? Well, to say that they've had a bumpy season, 2021, a bit of an understatement right there. They started the season out with picking one of the highest ranked prospects, if not the highest ranked prospect in the draft. Trevor Lawrence, generational quarterback talent, as he's often called. You can see his ratings. He's very good already. He's 22 years old, so he's the franchise quarterback for the Jaguars. But then reality hit, and Trevor Lawrence had to learn that the NFL is different than college football. So he had a very tough season. The Jags had a really strange season overall. And then came the whole Urban Meyer debacle. So that was just really terrible all in all. Their squad is, as always, a bit of a mixed bag right there. They left tackle, they've got Cam Robinson. Really like him. He's a good player. 6'6", 320. 75 overall, so I will be leaving him at left guard. Sorry, we've got Ben Barge, 76 overall star def, 24 years old. So left side looking good. Center is an absolute catastrophe. We've got Casey McDermott, 55 overall and 26, so we have to do something here straight away, otherwise Trevor Lawrence will be in big trouble. Right guard, we've got Brandon Scherf, 30 years old, 89 overall superstar dev trait, so that's good for now. Then right tackle Jawan Taylor, 24 years old, 76 overall. Tight end is Evan Ingram, he's 27, 84 overall, so I'm happy with him. I'm also happy with Jawan Taylor here at 76. He will be improving. I will be doing something about Brandon Scherf here at 30. I'm not confident that he will be sticking to this high overall, so we might do something here, but maybe after the draft. Casey McDermott will have to be replaced. This is really terrible up there. Wide receiver core is okay-ish. We've got Marvin Jones Jr., 32 years old, 83 overall, too old. I want to switch him. Laviska Shenault Jr., 2379 star dev. I want to keep him. He is okay for the future. And then we've got Christian Kirk at 25, 85 overall. He's okay as well. He will go up, so I'm happy with that. And at fullback, we've got Dan Arnold, so no dedicated fullback. And our halfback is James Robinson, 24. So age is okay, and he's an 88 overall already, so that's very nice. Trevor Lawrence, we already covered. At defense, things, again, a bit mixed here. Free safety, Andrew Wingard, 25, 73 overall. Okay-ish, I guess. I will be giving him a season to see if he develops. Then at right outside linebacker, we've got Josh Allen, the star of defense, I would say, 88 overall, 25 years old. Great stuff. Shaquille Quarterman, 24, 69 overall. We'll have to do something at mid linebacker here. Mid linebacker 1 is Foyesade Oluokun, 27 years old, 85 overall. Happy with him. And left outside linebacker is Clavon Chason, 23 and a 74 overall. So I'm okay with him as well. I like it if they're younger, so that's okay for me. And strong safety, we've got Rashawn Jenkins, 28 overall, 74. Not really what I like to see. I'm not going to cover the backup players. I'm going to focus on the starting lineup. Corner is Darius Williams, 29 and 82 overall. He's a star def player. And on the other side, we've got 27-year-old Shaquille Griffin, 88 overall. Edge on the right side is Roy Robertson Harris, 29, 71 overall. And on the left side, we've got Dawan Smoot, 27 and 77 overall. And at D tackle, we have Folorunso Fatukazi, 27 and 82. So I see quite a few positions that we really need to change quickly. Otherwise, we will be running into problems in our first season. This is a quick and dirty rebuild. So what is a quick and dirty rebuild? It's a compressed version of rebuilding a team to a Super Bowl win. And no matter how many seasons it takes, it's all going to be compressed in one episode. So you can look forward to seeing the Jags win the Super Bowl at the end of this episode right here. All right, let's do a quick draft recap. Please bear in mind that these draft picks are not up to date. This is very complicated, really putting that into these roster files. And the one that I'm using was updated on the 19th of April, so today. But the draft picks are not correct, so please just bear that in mind. Nevertheless, our first pick was Tyler Lindebaum. He's a 22-year-old rookie out of Iowa, center with a hidden depth trait, and already a very, very good player. At 78, he will be slotting straight into the team and providing protection for Trevor Lawrence. Number 2 pick was Kway Walker out of Georgia. He's a 71 overall mid linebacker. We need depth at that position. Pick number 3 was right guard Ed Ingram, 71 overall hidden depth trait. Quite happy with that, actually. Didn't expect the depth trait. I was just looking for some depth at that position. But now I think that I will be putting him straight into the lineup. Pick number 4 was Sky Moore, a wide receiver out of Michigan. And he's got great speed, acceleration, agility. And his catch attributes are actually pretty good, especially the one catch in traffic is 78 already. So looking forward to using him. Jared Bernhardt, 53 overall quarterback. It's just a backup. I just need a second quarterback on the squad. Didn't want to go for a free agent there. Jeremiah Hall, 70 overall fullback, 23-year-old rookie out of Oklahoma. I just like having a dedicated fullback on the squad. And already he's ranked number 13, so pretty good pick, 70 overall fullback, and that position is filled. Next pick was Alec Pierce, wide receiver, 66 overall, out of not available in this case. He has a good speed and acceleration and agility attributes, but also catching traffic, spectacular catch, jumping are all good. So I do hope that he improves a bit, especially on the other attributes, but I'm confident that we will be using him. Khalid Shakira was another wide receiver we picked. He's out of Boise State, 22 years old, and he has very, very nice rounded attributes in speed, acceleration, catching traffic, release, agility, and jumping. And down there, even change of direction is at an 89 already, so that's great. I will be using him definitely. Mid linebacker Jojo Doman, 22 years old, out of Nebraska, was again to add depth to the squad. And our final pick was Camron Harris, halfback, 69 overall, out of Miami. Nothing spectacular, just one for the depth. Okay, so we've got a deal done. We are sending 2 second-round draft picks and Brandon Scherf to the Texans. We are receiving right edge Aidan Hutchinson, who I actually wanted to sign in the draft, but he was gone from the board by the time I was able to pick. In reality, in this draft, the Jags have the number 1 spot and are predicted to pick Aidan Hutchinson. So I just wanted to get him in. Another deal done. We are sending right tackle Anderson, fullback Bawden, tight end Farrell to the Bears. We are receiving Larry Borom at right guard, backup. I just need a bit more depth at that position. Next deal done, we are sending Darius Williams, our corner, to the Broncos. We are receiving Michael Ojemudia, who is coming to the Jaguars. It's about 4 years age difference between them. Not much of that, not much in the overalls. Next deal done, we are sending strong safety Jenkins to the Bills, receiving Robinson Jr. Again, not much difference in the overalls, but we are saving around 7 years in age here. All right, last deal done for now. We are sending wide receiver Jones Jr. and 2 other wide receivers, Johnson and Doss, to the Cardinals and receiving free safety Thompson. So heading into the new season, this is what our roster looks like. At left tackle, we've got Cam Robinson. At left guard, Ben Barch. Center, Tyler Lindebaum. Right guard, Evan Engram. At right tackle, we've got Jawan Taylor, 24 years old, 76 overall. Tight end will be Engram. At wide receiver, we did make a few changes. Christian Kirk is now our wide receiver 1. I'm confident that he will grow. Wide receiver 2 is Laviska Shenault Jr. So we've got 2 very young wide receivers. And behind them we've got drafted rookie Shakira, and over here Sky Moore, as well as Alec Pierce. So we've got a very young receiving core, but that could actually work out quite well. We did bring in a rookie at fullback. This is Jeremiah Hall, 23 years old, Oklahoma. Halfback will be Robinson here. This is James Robinson, 24 years old, out of Illinois State. Very happy with this. And at quarterback, this is the first time I've really had this in any of these rebuilds apart from the Kansas City one, where I'm starting out with a superstar quarterback. And I guess only the sky's the limit for Trevor Lawrence here. In defense, things have changed a little bit. I will give Wingard a little bit time to grow, but I did trade for Deontay Thompson, who's a year older, but the same overall at free safety. Let's see who of these two will be evolving quicker. At right outside linebacker, we've got Josh Allen. He's the main man at that position. Mid linebacker, we've got Kway Walker. He's a rookie from Georgia. Then we've got Olwokin here at mid linebacker number 1, 27 years old, so that's okay for me. Left outside linebacker, we've got Clavon Chason, 23 years old, 75 overall, still there. At strong safety, we did change it up a little bit. I now have Andre Sisco as my starting strong safety. He is 22 years old, 74 overall, out of Syracuse, so I guess he can improve and get better. Behind him, I have slotted in Kenny Robinson Jr., who recently joined the team. All right, down here at corner, I would like to have Michael Ojemudia at cornerback 2. So at CB1, we've got Shaquille Griffin, 27 years old, 87 overall. Behind him, we've got Tyson Campbell, 22 years old. So very young corners here. And we've also got Trey Herndon, 26 years old, at CB2. Left edge, I've still got Dewan Smoot, 27, 77 overall. I'm not crazy about this. Let's see if I might do something here. Apart from that, I'm very happy with bringing Aidan Hutchinson in. He's a right edge. He's got a hidden depth trait, and he's got very good ratings already. He's the number 1 prospect in the draft, so that's okay. Yeah, let's get ready, start into the season. All right, final deal done. We are sending Smoot to the Lions. We are receiving Onwuzurike. I'm going to get that name right over time. Again, just pushing down the age a little bit, and I think that Onwuzurike will be improving quicker. Let's start into the season. See you all at the playoffs. We finished 3rd in the AFC South. Must have been quite the battle if you look at the the first 3 here. Colts 9-8, Titans 8-9, Jaguars 8-9. So pretty tough league, I think you could say. Let's just take a quick look at the scores here. We started out with 2 losses against the Broncos and the Browns. Then we had 4 wins against the Giants, Cowboys, Washington Football Team, and Texans. Loss against the Titans, Raiders, Chargers. Then a win against the Titans. Loss against the Chiefs, win against the Jets, loss against the Colts. So a bit of an up and down here, no real trend. But overall, I have to say that this is a pretty good season. The starting out season often is pretty bad in quick and dirty rebuilds, but this one actually wasn't half bad. Let's take a look at the team, anything that changed. All right, we see that Tyler Lindebaum and Evan Ingram both have star dev traits, so that's okay. I was expecting them to be above bronze, so very happy about this. We can also see that Christian Kirk has picked up an injury here. He will be out for 2 more weeks. Our wide receiver 1 is now Laviska Shenault Jr. We've got Sky Moore over here, Alec Pierce, and down here Khalid Shakira. So nothing out of the ordinary. In defense, Aidan Hutchinson is now revealed. He also is a star dev. At free safety, we can see that Andrew Wingard has gone up to a 76. He has improved slightly quicker in comparison to Deontay Thompson here. So Wingard will be my starter here. What's up here? Michael Ojemudia keeps getting pushed down, but I want him to be my CB2. Apart from that, I see nothing out of the ordinary. Everybody's gone up a bit. That was to be expected. But we had a very nice first season. Now let's head into off season and yeah, let's keep on improving this team. Okay, let's do a quick wrap up of the player negotiations. I did not give give another contract to Taylor Humphrey. I just don't feel like he will be really bringing that much to the team. James Robinson has been re-signed. Josh Allen has been re-signed. Jawan Taylor, Cam Robinson, Andrew Wingard, Dan Arnold have all been re-signed. Deontay Thompson will not be handing a new contract, 26.73, and Andrew Wingard is my free safety here, so I will be bringing someone in free agency. Russ Pischbacher will not be receiving a new contract. Will Richardson Jr. Did not accept my contract. I wanted to have him as a backup. And Casey McDermott will not be receiving a new contract. Come to think of it, I will be handing Taylor Humphrey a new contract. He's 23 years old and extremely cheap. So yeah, let's just keep him. And now we have another backup for the depth chart. All right, so I'm handing out offers to the following players. Number 1 is Tyler Bass. For some reason, he's always a free agent kicker, and he's a very good one. Someone was picking him up. Next up is a corner, Hugo Amadi. I need a bit of depth here. 26 years old. I think he would fit nicely, scheme fit as well. Free safety backup for Andrew Wingard is Richard Sherman. He's not far behind. He's a band-aid, and yeah, nothing more to add. Left guard, Conor McGovern, 25 years old, scheme fit, 74 overall. I think he would be a good backup for Ben Barch. Morgan Fox, right edge. He would be a good backup for Aidan Hutchinson. Jack Driscoll, right tackle. He is very interesting since he's 26 years old and a scheme fit 71, so not that far behind Jay Taylor here. And yeah, should work fine. And at center, I need a backup. Scott Quessenberry, nothing spectacular, just to add a new center behind Tyler Lindebaum here. Great stuff. We've got a lot of accepted contracts. We signed a new kicker, a new center, new right edge, new right tackle, new free safety, and a new left guard. Okay, Hugo Amadi has accepted. Let's check out the 5th year options and then head on to the draft. All right, we're sending left outside linebacker Harris, mid linebacker Hall, and our first round pick for this season to the Falcons. We are receiving Derek Stingley Jr. I wanted to bring in a strong corner. Let's see if that enables us to do another trade. All right, we are sending our corner Griffin to the Jets. We are receiving left edge Carl Laftis. Time for a bit of an unspectacular draft recap here. We started out in the 3rd round, picked up Jalen Ford, right outside linebacker, 68 overall from Stanford. Next up was tight end Matt Amell, 64 overall from NC State. Then we picked up Zach Wagner, funnily a quarterback with a 59 overall and a hidden dev trait. Let's see what that is. D-tackle Jabari Morris, 67 overall, 23 years old, out of Georgia. Then Clifton McAllister, 23 years old, out of TCU, right outside linebacker as well, just going for a bit of depth. And then a right tackle Glenn Winters, 62 overall, out of Miami. And that's it, since we traded all of our other round picks. Alright, at the beginning of the 2023 season, we are in preseason again. Our overalls have changed a little bit. We are now a straight up 85 overall team, so that's looking good. Looking at our roster, we can see that we have a very solid central offensive line here with the 2 guards and the center. At tackle, we've got Cam Robinson, 77 right now, and Jawan Taylor at a 79 overall. Evan Ingram is 28 now and an 87. Let's see if we can push him up to superstar. Our wide receivers should be producing nicely this season and going up. I do expect that. All of these players back here, Sky Moore and Alec Pierce, as well as Khalid Shakira, all of them have very nice attributes in there. We just need to get them more well-rounded overall. But apart from that, I really like the way they're looking. I will be sticking with them for this season. Let's see how they develop. Trevor Lawrence at an 89, so he will be smashing into the 90s in this season. Behind him, we've got Zach Wagner with a hidden depth trait. We still have James Robinson as our halfback. He's 25, so he will stick with us for quite some time now. On defense, things have changed a little bit. We have added George Karlaftis at left edge, and Aidan Hutchinson is over here at right edge. And we added Derek Stingley Jr., who already is a superstar at 22 and an 86 overall at cornerback. So I did bring in these draft prospects here because I really felt like the D-line could use the improvement. Up front, nothing much has changed. Everybody's gone up a little bit. And yeah, I think we're ready. Let's head into the season and let's see if we can make the playoffs this time around. It's the second season of this quick and dirty rebuild. We are in first place at the AFC South with an 11-6 result, which actually does come as a little bit of a surprise to me. Did not expect this very nice result here. The overalls have not changed despite me having upgraded the players. If you look in here, well, you can see that our wide receivers have gone up. The other receivers as well. Trevor Lawrence is now a nice 97 overall, so I do expect him to be a 99 in no time, and he's only 23, so that's crazy. Looking over here, Cam Robinson only went up 1, as did Jawan Taylor. I think he went up by 2. Everybody else looking good. We do not have any injuries. Defense is looking good as well. I think I misread that before. We are at an 89 overall, 89 offense, 89 defense. All right, my bad. We're at an 89. We did improve by 4 overall points on offense and defense. But the best part is that we are now in the playoffs. We will be playing the Denver Broncos. So without much further ado, let's head into the game. All right, so here comes Trevor Lawrence. I will not be doing too much of these animations, otherwise I will be getting tagged again. All right, so the game has started. 7 Denver on the board, 14-3, 14-6, 14-13. All right, 17-13. The game looks to be pretty evenly matched. We're in the third quarter right now, 23-31-24, third quarter, 31-24. Let's see who gets on the board next. It's the Denver Broncos, and I will be jumping in just to make sure that we stick to this win here. Let's go with an inside zone. Etienne Jr. will be running along the left side. I don't want to see any fumbles. I don't want to see anything else. I just want to pick up that first. And we pick it up at 3rd and 3. The Denver Broncos take a timeout instantly. So that's all right. Let's go with a halfback stretch. We want to take a run towards the right side. Let's hope it opens up. All right, ball is handed off. And yeah, that speed is insane. And Etienne Jr. makes it along the sidelines, picks up that touchdown. I'm a bit surprised by that boost in speed right there. When you just watch it right here, this is where the speed kicks in, and we just go past them. So that's very nice. All right, let's see the defense do its job, and they at least keep a little bit of our lead here. We are 3 ahead, so that's good. But this time around, we will be playing the time game now. All right, that was bad. I wanted to take a left route here, and I ran straight into the player. So that was a bad decision maybe by me. Let's go with a halfback gut. All right. Not much progress either. I think it was about 2 yards. Yeah. Denver does not have any timeouts left. So we will be making them pay right now. Let's see. Let's go with an inside zone here. I don't think this should work for us. We are now down to 40 seconds. We can let the clock run down a little bit more. Everybody in position, and let's go. I just want to pick up that first down just to be on the safe side. But it's not to be. We're at 4th and 7 at the 42-yard line. So we will be going for a field goal here, Tyler Bass. We don't have anything to lose, to be honest. So it is a pretty long field goal. And I did not do that nice. I think it will be. And I just missed the field goal. 3 seconds to go. But I think the game should be over. Next game, wow, this is going to be a challenge. We are facing the Kansas City Chiefs. They are way better than we are on paper, especially on offense, so our defense will probably be struggling pretty hard to stop them. Let's see what we could do. I will be upgrading the players and then heading into the game. All right, so this time we follow Patrick Mahomes coming out onto the field here. Kansas City warming up this time round. The game is underway, and Jacksonville is straight up on the board. A bit unexpected. 14-0, 21-0, okay. 28-0, 35-0. Jesus Christ, not sure what's going on right here. I was expecting Kansas City to really put up a fight, and right now. Okay, so the game is over. That was incredibly quick. Kansas City loses. The Jacksonville Jaguars win this game in a 35-17 shootout. Trevor Lawrence leads his team into the next round. Off we go. All right, just taking a quick look at the scores here. You know, we've got quite a few offensive yards gained. It was pretty even overall, but the rush yards, if you compare those two, we were about by 140 yards more rushing in comparison to the Chiefs. So that's a major accomplishment here. Apart from that, it seems to be a pretty even game, but that really changed it for us. Nothing crazy in here, but that definitely was great. 3 turnovers as well, so that hurt the Chiefs. As far as player stats go, let's just take a quick look here. Trevor Lawrence throwing for 197 passing yards for 4 touchdowns. Wow, great job. Really like this. And even though Patrick Mahomes did throw for more yards here, his rating is lower because he had 3 interceptions. So that's probably down to Derek Stingley Jr. at corner. So let's see how far we can go in this second season of this quick and dirty rebuild with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Time for the AFC Conference Championship 2023. We are facing the Pittsburgh Steelers, who had a pretty nice season with a 13-4 result. Let's just peek into our squad. So I'm just looking if there are any changes to depth traits, but nothing here. Everybody's improving a little bit. Team overall has stayed the same mostly. No, nothing has changed. Let's look at the Steelers. I am interested in what they are looking like. Okay, so they've got Kenny Pickett at quarterback. Interestingly, I did a Steelers rebuild and I went with Matt Corral as their quarterback. So we have to be wary. Kenny Pickett is a good quarterback in the game in any case. At halfback, they've got Najee Harris. We know that he can be extremely dangerous. He was great for me in that rebuild. Ben Mason, Deontay Johnson, Chase Claypool, Will Fuller V, Patrick Sinclair. So pretty much the standard players. Pat Frymouth in here is the tight end. Evan Neal, let's be wary of him. He's a superstar already. Left tackle, he's from the same draft as Aidan Hutchinson and George Karlaftis and Derek Stingley Jr. So let's keep an eye out for him. At left guard, Kevin Dotson. Kendrick Green is the center. James Daniels, right guard. Chukwuma Okorafor at right tackle. Left edge, Stephen Tuitt. Cameron Hayward is right edge. So I did trade him pretty quickly, but he is quality. Malik Dowell, D tackle. Travis Jones as well. TJ Watt, left outside linebacker. Miles Jack, ouch. Mid linebacker, all right. And Devin Bush as well. I do remember this now. They have a pretty strong defense, so we will have to be wary of them. Minkah Fitzpatrick in there as well at free safety. Donovan Wilson. Okay. Okay, so Kenny Pickett is coming out of the tunnel here. His hands are sized in a normal way, not like the discussion going on right now before the draft. Okay, so Pittsburgh already on the board. 7-3. We can't seem to really get a touchdown done. 14-21-6, 21-13, 21-20, and it's 28-20, 28-23, 31. All right. Didn't want to press the button there. 34, 35, 38 and 34, 41 and 38. So in the end, we take a win here. Didn't expect that. I wanted to jump in. But we do manage to win this game. And Trevor Lawrence leads the Jacksonville Jaguars through to the Super Bowl. We win against the Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, Super Bowl Sunday. In the second season of this quick and dirty rebuild, we are facing the Philadelphia Eagles. Again, a bit unexpected, I have to say, but never underestimate an opponent here in Madden. Let's take a quick look at the Eagles roster. All right, so we are facing the Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts, halfback Miles Sanders, fullback Giovanni Ricci, wide receiver Devonta Smith, Jameson Williams, Odell Beckham Jr., Josh Murray, tight end is Dallas Goedert, left tackle Jordan Mailata, left guard Landon Dickerson, Billy Price is the center, Kane Madden, nice name by the way, is right guard, right tackle is Lane Johnson, left edge we've got Zach Sealer, right edge Josh Sweat, D tackles Fletcher Cox and Trayvon Walker, left outside linebacker Hasten Riddick, Kaiser White midline backer and Cordell Matlock. Right outside linebacker Blake Cashman. Cornerbacks are Darius Slay Jr., Avonte Maddox, Andrew Booth Jr., Tay McGowan. Free safety Quandre Diggs. Strong safety Adrian Amos. Pretty much the same as the team that we faced in one of my other rebuilds. I cannot remember who I faced him with, if it was the Kansas City Chiefs or the Washington football team. I think it was Washington. Nevertheless, let's just be wary of them. They're no pushover. But our team has proven that they are no pushovers either. Let's take a quick look. Nothing has changed here. I'm positively surprised by the team and how it's performing. All right, we've got two star dev traits, superstar dev traits. One is Josh Allen. He's gone up. He's now at a 96 and a superstar dev trait. The other one is George Karlaftis. He's an 88 rated left edge here. Very happy we traded for him. And Derek Stingley was a superstar before. So without further ado, let us now start the Super Bowl against the Philadelphia Eagles. Really looking forward to this. All right, so at the beginning of the Super Bowl, we have the flag on the field. We see the Eagles fans here celebrating. Oh no, that's ours. But the Eagles taking the field. I will be letting this run a little bit. And as the Jaguars come onto the field, Trevor Lawrence runs out. We will be starting off. All right, so Super Bowl has started. Jacksonville on the board straight away, 10-0. So far, only a field goal from the Eagles, 13-3, 16-3 in the second quarter here. 16-10 in the third quarter, 16-13. The Eagles catching up now, 17-22 and 13, 22-20, and now at 22-20. I was too late jumping into the game. Can you imagine that? And the Jacksonville Jaguars have won this game. It's becoming a trend, me pressing buttons too late. Trevor Lawrence cannot fathom it. It's the second season. And we've won the Super Bowl. I will now cut this short, otherwise the video will be demonetized again. Okay, so this went faster than I expected. We are at the end of this quick and dirty rebuild of the Jacksonville Jaguars. The quick and dirty rebuilds end as soon as the team wins the Super Bowl. This time it really went way quicker than I expected. The Jaguars winning in a very close Super Bowl against the Philadelphia Eagles. Aidan Hutchinson was the Jaguars MVP. Couldn't have wished for a better MVP there. Overall, NFL MVP was Ezekiel Elliott. Coach of the Year was me, so that's nice. Offensive player was Ezekiel Elliott. Defensive player Jadeveon Clowney of the Chiefs. Offensive rookie Dominic Washington for the Cardinals. And defensive rookie for the Titans, Malachi Hill. Let's take a final look at our roster that won the Super Bowl in a very tight but nevertheless convincing fashion. I'm actually pretty happy that there's a lot of original players in here and there wasn't too many changes going on. But I do think that these two made a difference in the offensive line, of course. They did add that little bit of security that the other players wouldn't have been able to provide. I did change quite a lot on defense, especially at right edge and left edge. I think that George Karlaftis, Aidan Hutchinson really made a difference in the pass rush game, and Derek Stingley Jr. Just locked down all those passes. So this really gave our defense way more punch than it had at the beginning. On the other hand, not too many changes in here regarding strong safety and, for instance, free safety. I am happy that we've got original players in here and that, for instance, Josh Allen has gone up to a superstar and that a player like Clavon Chason has gone up to a star dev trait. So we have worked with a lot of original team material here. I'm pleased about that. We're now at the end of this quick and dirty rebuild. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like me to do another team or a certain scenario, then just pop a comment down below If you like this video, then please leave a like and subscribe. That always helps the channel grow. And as always, thank you for watching and see you next time.